Let's discuss two topics that I particularly enjoy: ballroom dancing and shoes. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to choose a good ballroom dance shoe for ladies. The first thing you want to be worried about is safety and security. What you want to do is make sure for a lot of the shoes, especially if you're a beginner, there's a strap that goes around your ankle and that this part of the shoe is tight around your ankle. A lot of ladies want to wear slip-on shoes or flip-flops, which can be okay when you're practicing around the house, but not only can you fall out of them since your ankle isn't held, but if you're doing a quick turn, think of a flip-flop flying off and going across the room and hitting another dancer. So you want to make sure that there's a strap around the ankle. Traditional ballroom shoes have the quick release strap where the buckle stays attached to the strap and then you just slide it into time. Also, for safety, you want to make sure that the ballroom dance shoes are tight, especially in the toe area. You want them to have a good grip on your foot. And a lot of times I hear people tell you to buy dance shoes a size or two bigger than your street shoes, but with ballroom shoes you really want to try them on because the experts say it's better for your toe to actually extend past the front to get a tight fit around your toe than for the shoe to be too big. Another thing you want to look at is the sole. You want a suede sole for ballroom if at all possible. A traditional slick leather sole is going to be a little bit too slick when you try to do some of the turns and moves, and a rubber sole like on tennis shoes is too tight and grasps the floor when you might wanting to be turning a little bit smoother. Now, one that's safety and comfort is heel height. You can order shoes with varying heel heights. They go taller than this one even. I tend to like around 2 to 2.5 inches. They're a little bit more comfortable, and if I'm going to be doing a lot of dancing, several hours worth, that's the size I go with. Plus, if you're a beginner, a higher heel like this can be a little bit more unsturdy, especially since it's a thinner heel. I tend to go for the thicker one, especially in my practice shoes that I'm going to be doing a lot of dancing in, just for the added stability. You can see how this shoe wiggles easier because it's a high, thin heel. Another thing for comfort, the weight of the shoe. You'll find that your normal street shoes, tennis shoes, even dress shoes are usually a lot heavier than most ballroom dance shoes or any kind of dance shoes because you want to be able to get the fluidity of movement without having something that feels like a big clod of mud on your foot. Also, for the comfort, the insole is really important. You can see here on close-up how much padding these insoles have. That's really great, not only if you're just practicing for hours, but if you're going to be dancing for hours. I actually wore these shoes to my wedding and could dance for hours on them. I've worn my tango shoes when I was doing a tango exhibition 4 hours straight dancing, and my feet never hurt. That alone is an amazing feat. No pun intended. The other thing you want to look for is the flexibility of the shank, which the shank is right through here. Usually the arch part is pretty tight, which it should be, but the flexibility of the toe part is what you want to look for. These are very flexible. They allow your toe to point, flex, but that also means a little bit less stability, so unless you're used to dancing on your toes without benefit of a heel, those would not be for you for a beginner. But even these have a little bit stiffer but still flexible. And these, you can see they actually have elastic in the side to allow even more flexibility through the shank. After all is said and done and you have your safety and your comfort handled, what you really want to do is focus on style. Ballroom dance shoes come in a variety of colors, shapes, styles. They get as cute or as wild as you want. You can really express yourself just through style. But remember, safety and then comfort should be your first two issues. And make sure they're made with good quality. Sturdy, stable, seams are all together. decent quality shoes. These are my practice shoes. I spend less on practice shoes than I do on others, but even these are very good quality. If you have any questions, you can always check our blog at hitthegrounddancing.com. And if you're viewing this on YouTube, go down below and click the little Facebook like button down there. Dance with you soon.